What would you do if you saw something impossible? A pink room in your house. Something that's not there, only to find out years later that it might have been real after all? Before we get into this story, if you like dark and spine-chilling stories inspired by true events or real places, please subscribe to help with the channel. I'll never forget the day we moved into our new house. I was only 8 years old, but what happened that afternoon still gives me chills when I think about it. It was a bright, sunny day when Mom and Dad took me to see the house for the first time. The realtor, a friendly woman with a clipboard, led us through each room, pointing out all the boring stuff adults care about, like spacious closets and energy-efficient windows. I wasn't paying much attention. Instead, I was busy imagining where I'd put my toys and whether the backyard was big enough for a treehouse. Then, as we walked down the hallway, I saw it, a half-open door with soft pink walls peeking through. Curious, I slowed down and peeked inside. There was an older woman sitting in a white dresser. She had long hair and wore a long white dressing gown. When she noticed me staring, she turned her head and smiled, then lifted her hand in a small wave. My heart jumped. I didn't know who she was, but she seemed nice enough. Maybe she was the realtor's friend? "Mom," I whispered, tugging on her sleeve. Mom barely glanced at me. "Not now, sweetie," she murmured, too busy listening to the realtor talk about original hardwood floors and new designer wallpapers. I frowned but didn't ask again. Still, I couldn't stop thinking about the woman. Why was she just sitting there? And why hadn't the realtor introduced her? A few weeks later, we moved in. The first thing I did was search for the pink room, but it wasn't there. Every single room in the house was painted white or had beige wallpapers. No pink anywhere. Confused, I asked my parents about it. "Maybe you imagined it," Dad said with a shrug. "But I saw her," I insisted. "A lady in a white dress. She waved at me." Mom just patted my head. "You've got a big imagination, darling." I hated when adults said that. I knew what I saw. But after a while, even I started to wonder if maybe I had imagined it. Then, years later, something unbelievable happened. By then, I was in high school, and my parents had decided to renovate the house. One weekend, we started peeling off the old wallpaper in the master bedroom. As the layers came off, something strange appeared underneath. Faded, chipped paint. Pink paint. My breath caught in my throat. "Whoa," my dad said, scratching his head. "Guess this room was pink at some point." I stared at the wall, my skin prickling. It was real. The pink room had existed, but that meant the woman I saw. I never told my parents about the connection. They would have just said it was a coincidence. But I knew better. I never saw her again. She never disturbed us. But sometimes, late at night, I still wonder about her. And from that day, every time I walk past that room, I wave back. Did you like that story? Bet you won't look at an old pink room the same way again. Please hit like and say hi to me in the comment below. This is a fictional account based on a real incident.